What if there was a way reality breaks? Not a portal, you just simply fall through the world itself. 1 second, you're home. The next, you're standing in endless rooms under flickering fluorescent lights. There's no windows, no exits, no people. Just the sound of electrical buzzing that never stops. This is called the Backrooms. A place that started as a single image online and somehow transformed into one of the internet's biggest horror universes ever created. Millions of people have watched videos, created theories, designed creatures, built levels, and expanded the lore. And now, with a Backrooms movie on the way, many people are asking, wait, what actually is the Backrooms? Because you've only seen random clips online, things can get confusing fast. Who is Async? Why are there Hazmat teams? What are entities? Why are there hundreds of levels? And are all Backroom stories connected? We're breaking down everything you need to know before the movie comes out. Part 1. What are the Backrooms? To understand the Backrooms, we need to go back to where everything began. Nothing seemed special, but attached to it was a short piece of text that changed everything. If you're not careful, and NoClip out of reality. That sentence introduced a terrifying idea. Reality itself isn't perfect. Sometimes it glitches, and if you hit one of those glitches, you fall out of your world entirely. You'll end up somewhere outside reality, the Backrooms. An endless maze hidden behind existence itself. And what made this concept scary wasn't monsters, at least not at first. It was isolation. Imagine infinite Backrooms, with no exits, no map, no idea where you are, with no humans, no escape, just endless repetition. People immediately connected with it because of something called liminal spaces. Liminal spaces are places meant for people, but strangely empty. Schools at night, empty malls, hallways, parking garages, places that feel similar, but wrong. The Backrooms took that feeling and turned it into horror. Part 2. NoClipping. How people enter. Now, here's where things get strange. According to Backrooms lore, you don't enter through doors. You NoClip. If you played video games, NoClipping means passing through walls or objects that should be solid. Backrooms lore asks, what if reality worked the same way? What if reality itself had bugs? Imagine leaning against a wall, walking downstairs, turning a corner, and suddenly, gravity disappears. The floor stops existing. Reality tears open. You fall and fall and fall. Then, silence. You wake up in level 0. The yellow halls, the smell of old carpet, buzzing lights overhead. No explanation, no rescue. Just endless rooms. And according to many stories, once you're there, finding your way back is almost impossible. Part 3. Async explained. Now things changed dramatically when Kane Pixels arrived, because Kane didn't simply make monsters. He created a story, a company called Async. Async isn't part of the original Backrooms post. It's Kane's own interpretation. In his universe, Async discovered a way to open a door into another dimension, known as the Low Proximity Magnetic Distortion System. Their goal? Infinite storage, infinite space. A discovery that changed humanity forever. But they accidentally opened something much worse. An endless world that shouldn't exist. As soon Async teams began exploring it, this introduced some of the most iconic scenes. Hazmat teams entering strange hallways, radios crackling, people getting separated, footsteps echoing, and viewers slowly realized something else may be down there. Part 4. The Hazmat teams. One reason why viewers loved Kane's videos was because of the perspective. Instead of random people trapped there alone, we saw organized exploration teams. Scientists, researchers, hazmat crews, and people trying to understand the impossible. But that actually made everything scarier. Because professionals are supposed to know what they're doing. Yet even they became lost. They were confused, terrified, and sometimes they disappear. No monsters needed. Just seeing trained people panic tells viewers something is deeply wrong. Part 5. Entities. Eventually, creatures entered the lore. These became known as entities. Some are harmless. Some are extremely dangerous. Some may not even be real. Different communities created hundreds of them. Smilers, skin stealers, hounds, facelings, and many others. But Kane Pixels often avoids showing too much. And that mystery makes his creatures scarier. Because fear becomes stronger when your imagination fills the gaps. Many people do think he did use creatures like the bacteria in still life. but he still yet used his own interpretation of them. Part 6. Levels. If you've only watched Backrooms videos casually, you might think it's only one yellow hallway. Not even close. Fans expanded the Backrooms into hundreds of levels. Some examples: Level 0, the classic yellow rooms. Level 1, industrial halls. Level 37, pools. Level Fun, party rooms. Or Level Run for your life. And things become increasingly bizarre, which are entire cities, neighborhoods, hotels, impossible environments, some beautiful and some horrifying, and some designed to trick people. Part 7. Kane Pixels vs. Fan Lore. This especially confuses people. There isn't one Backroom story, there are multiple versions. Kane created his own interpretation. The fandom created another. Wikis created another, different creators created others. Some included hundreds of entities, others avoided them completely. Some focus on exploration, others focus on horror. Think of Backrooms lore as an alternate timeline. Now what you're waiting for. Part 8. What the Backrooms movie may focus on. This raises the big question. What exactly will the movie do? No one fully knows yet, but if it follows Kane's style, expect mystery, exploration, psychological horror, and reality itself breaking apart. Because the scariest thing about the Backrooms was never only monsters. It was a simple idea. What if reality wasn't stable? What if the world around you could fail? And somewhere behind all of this, an endless maze awaits. So before the Backrooms movie arrives, now you know the basics. NoClipping, Async, Hazmat teams, levels, entities, and the terrifying idea that started everything. But one mystery still remains. If the Backrooms are endless, what happens if someone reaches the end? Or worse, what if there is no end at all?